Community and Eredivisie team of the season has been out for almost a week now, guys, and we're going to be tier listing all of the cards that have been released, whether that be on the transfer market, in SBCs, or on the season progress tab. We've got all 36 cards released so far. If you guys are enjoying the content as well, make sure you leave a like on this video, and if you want to see this every single week, also make sure you leave a like, subscribe as well, guys. Lots of player reviews coming out. A lot of the cards that we do have here, I do have player reviews out on the channel for, so you want to check them out in a bit more detail, we'll do that as well. But let's get into the video. For cheap FIFA 23 coins, make sure to check out MMOEXP.com to get fast and reliable coins. And make sure you use code VIPER at checkout, get yourself a 5% discount. Alright guys, so we're starting off with Luuk de Jong, of course, a card released into SBCs. 83 and 84 rated squads, I think, for him. He goes into B, he's good. He's basically Veghorst, not as good in the air, with a 5-star weak foot. So, you know, he's good for links. PSV as well is good, especially with Xavi Simons. But I don't think he's as good as kind of people thought he was going to be because of his dribbling, basically. His dribbling does ruin him as a striker, in my opinion. Still a decent card for a decent price, though, in my opinion. Bernardo Silva, who I have used extensively now, I did pack him red in my rank 1 rewards. And he is so good in game. I want to talk about him a bit more in depth because I never actually reviewed him. He's really good because as a centre mid, he's had a good upgrade to his defending, so he can actually defend now. You put a shadow on him, becomes really fast and has decent defending. That 99 dribbling is brazy as well, and his passing is very good. The big thing about this card though is he has under 90 shot power and he has the outside foot shot. So he's got the broken Travellas from day 1 of the game, and my god, does he hit them like the best player on the game, honestly. Brilliant card. If you have 1 million coins, I'd probably say he is probably the best card in the first team of the season, in my opinion. And we've got Geertruida, another card that is going to go into S. Oh my god, he's so good. There's only 2 centre-backs on the game that have the same or more pace than him, and that's going to be Carlos Alberto's Prime and Eder Militao's Team of the Year. And this card feels so good in game. Great dribbling, which means he jockeys really well. Really good strong tackles, and he is so strong in game with good ball playing abilities as well. Can definitely go and play it right back if you need him to. Probably in midfield as well, because he's got really good shooting. I think he's got 83 finishing, which is quite good for a centre-back / right-back. You can use him in an attacking sense as well in that right-back spot. So a really good card there. And the other great thing about him, he's quite easy to get into your team because of Bijlau's SBC that released yesterday. It makes him very easy to link via that Bijlau. I think they both get 2 chemistry points, and all you need as a manager to get them on free. So very nice there. Rodrygo, again, another card that goes into the S tier in my opinion. Basically Vinicius Jr. with a little less pace. He's really good in game. Great dribbling on him. 5-star skill upgrade as well, and decent shooting. Haven't used him too much, but when I have used him, I found him really good, and he deserves the S tier quite comfortably in my opinion. Then also Nathan Ake deserves the S tier. He is the best centre-back in the Community TOTS. He's only one of the best centre-backs in the Premier League now until the end of the game. The thing that makes him so good is he's only got that 86 pace, which is a little bit low for a centre-back like him. But his dribbling is brilliant. He's quite short in game. It means his jockeying is crazy. His tackles are really good for somebody that's small. They always stick to him. And his physical is also good for a small man. He's a good ball-playing centre-back as well, which is important on this game. And a left-footer as well. So if you like playing with left-footers on the left-hand side, you can do that very easily with Nathan Ake. And I've used him a lot as well, and I think he's absolutely brilliant. Next up, guys, we have James Tavernier. Easy A for me. I think he's so good in game. I think he's one of the best right-backs on the game, full stop, end of story. But the thing that makes him so good is he's got crazy physical. Defending doesn't really matter too much on cards like this. Really fast and great shooting. So if you like attacking with your fullbacks, James Tavernier is up there, one of the best fullbacks on the game, in my opinion. And I love attacking with my fullbacks, and he's got a really good shot on him. So good finishing from the fullback position, good passing as well for the cutbacks. I think he's a great card, and he deserves A tier. And he's on the cusp of S. I really do think he's one of the best right backs on the game. Yes, he's quite hard to link. Can't link him via heroes too well unless you've got 2 meter Peter. But with English icons, he's quite easy to link there. Araujo again, A, he's a lot better on new gen than he is on old gen because of the lengthy meta. And the fact he's got a really bad pace split. You need him on new gen. Don't really play with him on old gen too much. I've also got a review on the channel of Araujo if you want to go check that out in a bit more detail. But I do still think he's a good card. He's just a bit underwhelming on old gen because he doesn't have the lengthy over there, or accelerate doesn't exist over on old gen. So definitely a card for you if you play on new gen. Danilo, it's a good card. It's not as good as Nathan Ake, but he can play right back. You know, he's probably not quick enough to really play there. It's okay for a ball playing centre back. You know, somebody that's switched from right back to centre back, you'd expect to have better dribbling. You know, his agility and balance isn't that good. So be careful with this one. He's good. Links are good on him. Brazil, Juventus, very, very easy to link, but a little bit underwhelming of a card in my opinion. We've got Thuram. And I'm going to put him in A. I don't think he's S tier. If you guys have used Vieira this year, you'll know that Vieira's great, but the 3-star weak foot is a big hindrance to him. Same with Thuram. A good CDM, not really a box-to-box in my opinion. Yes, his shooting's okay, yes, his pass is okay, but as a CDM is where you'll get the most out of him. 6'4", bit of a beast. Not the best upgrade from his future style, so unfortunately, and I'm going to put him in A. I think he's a little bit overrated, but still a great card. Kim Min-Jae is going to go into C, and this is not because I don't like Kim Min-Jae. I think he deserves a better rating. I think he's only had a +3 from like a Path to Glory card he got, and it's a bit disrespectful to this card because he's been great. Napoli are going to win the league, and of course, Kim Min-Jae probably will not stay at Napoli. He's getting linked to the Premier League very, very heavily right now, and I think he's good in game, but I think they've done him a bit dirty with the upgrade. I think he should be like a 90, 91, 92. So a little bit disappointed with the upgrade overall to him. Dusan Tadic. S. Easy, easy, easy. He is so good in game. I used him on my road to glory when I went 19-0, and he is so enjoyable to play with them. 5-star skills. The strength on him is awesome as well. His agility is a little bit low, but it doesn't really matter too much. I found him to be really, really good in game, and he's a great option for so cheap. Next up, we've got Silver Stars. Haji Wright goes into D for me. Now, it's not because he's a bad card, really. It's because his links are awful. United States and playing for Sivasspor, I think that is, in the Super League, means he's really difficult to link. He doesn't play that bad in game, especially on new gen with the lengthy meta, but with him playing in the Super League and being from the US, the links are just awful to him. So he goes into D, and he's the first player in D, and I don't think there's going to be too many in here. I think there's another one. Let me know in the comment section if you know who that's going to be. But moving on to Kingsley Coman now. A for me. You know, he's good. He's fast. He's a little bit too lightweight, though, in my opinion. And whilst he doesn't have the same dribbling as Rodrygo, he's got a good finesse shot on him. I think he has a 3-star weak foot, which is a little bit disappointing in my opinion. Bit overpriced as well, you know. Bundesliga, he's good for links, but overall, with the 3-star weak foot, I think that does ruin him a little bit. Reyna going into C. Now, don't kill me for this. I know he's only level 5. There's a reason for that. His body type's too big, how good his dribbling is. So he doesn't dribble that well because he's got that crazy body type. Even though he's got 96 dribbling, he feels more like 85, honestly, because of that massive body type he has in game. Bennacer, or Bennacer, I should say. A again for me, could go into S, but the 3-star weak foot once again ruining this card. Basically, the Kante of this year plays quite similar to Kante of previous years here, and the passing's good, the dribbling's good, the shooting from range is decent, the dribbling is insane on a CDM, so I do think this is the best position, is playing him in that CDM role. You definitely play him in that lone CDM role as well, which is quite nice, and he's a good card in game. Ito, I'm going to put him in B. I've used him a fair bit. I think he's a great super sub. That raw pace, the ability to play in centre mid if you need him to, the ability to fill in at right back or left back if you need him to as well is good. You know, his defending isn't the best, but if you get a red card, Ito can always play in them positions for you. Or if you're chasing a game, he's good to go in left back and right back and use him as an advancing full back. So look at that as well. He's a good card in game for a really good price. Then guys, we have Declan Rice, just a very average CDM. I don't want to talk about him too much. You know, he's got good defending and physical, okay dribbling for a CDM, passing's okay as well. 3-star weak foot again, poor shooting, and not the best pace in the world. Chukwueze, once again, also going to go into B here alongside Ito for the exact same reasons. A great super sub. He is basically a Dharma headline as the previous years. Really strong for a little man, really fast with great dribbling and okay shooting. I really like him. He's a good card. If you want to go check out the player review that we've done on him, there's also on the channel. Steven Bergwijn. Oh, you guys are going to hate me. He's going in S as well. He is brilliant in game. And you guys are going to say to me, you know, you're talking absolute crap, Viper. He is Team of the Year Mbappe without the 5-star skills. There you go. I said it. I'm going to leave it at that. I love him in game. Used him on my road to glory alongside Tadic as well. And absolutely adored him. I thought he was absolutely brilliant. Gabriel Jesus as well has to go into S. 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Great shooting, great pace, great dribbling, good physical for a small man as well. And he is arguably the best player in Community Tots, but I still think Bernardo Silva takes the reins there as the best player. But Jesus is no joke. Very, very expensive card as well. I think coming in about 2.7 million. Means that that card is quite unattainable. But if you do get him, he is brilliant. Next up, we've got Kudus. Another card that I used on my road to glory for the 19-0. I played him as my lone CDM. He was brilliant there. Absolutely brilliant. Yes, he's got the 3-star weak foot, but in CDM it doesn't matter too much. And he's really strong with great dribbling and great passing. Shooting was quite average, but the pace is nice to have as well. If you want to try him out in the lone CDM role in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, he is really, really good there, surprisingly. And, you know, he can play right back, left back as well if you want him to, which is another great position for him. He's really good in a 3-5-2 as the right mid or left mid as well. So a good option for your team there. And he is no joke, guys. You think you look at his card and he's quite average, he's quite cheap as well. But I promise you, he plays brilliant in game. Jerry Simmons, quite easy for him. 95 pace, 96 dribbling, insane shooting and passing, good defending and physical, and he can play anywhere across the pitch. Once again, similar to what we said about Kudus, can play this card at striker, cam, right mid, left mid, CDM, probably not centre back, full back positions as well again, and he is a very, very good card. Joelinton goes into B for me. I like him, a good objective, 4-star weak foot, good defending, can shoot from distance as well. I think that's quite a fun card, and he plays very, very decently in game. Then we've got the Silver Stars card for this week, and that's Van Ewijk. I don't know how to say his name really too well, but he's okay. He's good for links as well. I think you should go pick him up for sure. I think he's a cool card and very easy to get you needing for the XP as well. There's no problem with getting that card. He is quite good in game by the looks of it. And, you know, if you want to play Geertruida at centre-back, this Van Ewijk is quite good for the links. And there you go, guys. An okay card. Nothing special from him. Could quite comfortably go into D. But I think for the links, he's probably a C player. Veerman. Honestly, what an awful card that is. What an awful... He's so bad in game as well. You see when I was reviewing De Jong, he is just bad, guys. A lot of the Community Tots packs had him in. And yeah, a bad card in my opinion. Alexis Sanchez going into S as well. His FUT Fantasy card is so good, and you probably could just go and get the FUT Fantasy instead of this one. It's 94 rated now, but he is brilliant in game as well. If you play on old gen, he is one of the best cards on the game 100% in my opinion. De Gea, it's all very relative with goalkeepers. I could put him in D, some of you could put him in S, some of you could put him in CB. I think C for him. I don't think he's that good in game. He's an okay shot stopper, but the kick-in's annoying for me. I like my goalkeepers to have really good kick-in, and of course De Gea does not. Andy Robertson, I think A for him. He's good in game. You know, he's quite lightweight though, even though he's got 87 physical. A lot of that is his stamina and aggression, the shithouse that he is. And, you know, he's got bad agility and balance for a fullback. The shooting isn't really good enough for this stage of the game. So I think A is fair for him. Kokcu, I really like. Now, there's a reason I really like him, similar to what we said about Bernardo Silva. He's got below 90 shot power. He's got the outside foot shot. His Travellas are ridiculous as well, guys. If you want to try someone who's really cheap, that will get you good ranks in FUT champs, Kokcu is brilliant because of them finesse shots. Oh, sorry, Travellas. His finesse shots are quite good, actually, as well. And his card last year was a lot better, but this one is still no joke. He's got the 5-star weak foot as well. He's a very, very good box-to-box midfielder that can show up with lots of goals for you with them Travellas. Dimitri Payet, easy. Got a review on him. Don't want to talk about him too much, but obviously the 5-star skills on the 4-star weak foot. Winter Wildcard version of him was absolutely brilliant. If you want to go check out the review, that is on the channel. Him or the 85x10, go and find out in that player review. And guys, we've got a few stinkers coming up now. Morata goes into D. Bennacer, however you say his name, Bennacer is what I like to call him, goes into D. Carter Vickers into D as well, hard to link, and there's so many centre backs similar to him. He's got low strength as well. Pavlidis again into D. Bijlau I think goes into A for the links and the perfect links, and then Hanko into C because he's actually got a decent card, guys. So that is my tier list for Community Tots and the Eredivisie Tots, alongside all of the other stuff that was released into the season objectives. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know if you agree or disagree. If if you change anything here. But guys, that's my opinion of what I think the tier list should be for the Community Tots and Eredivisie. If you did enjoy it, leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell, send us a video. But guys, that's going to be it for me for now. So take care.